afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn the Leather Bag Lady, and I am still in the house. It is still dang cold outside. Leather Bag Lady weather report. So we are coming to you from the living room. Now, Mr. Pius is home, so he's just down with a neighbor right now, so he could walk in at any minute, but we are going to do this anyway because I'm not waiting any longer for him. So, today's bag is a very simple, styled, but with some really nice elements shoulder bag. It's a 13-inch strap drop, so it really is a shoulder bag. It is a beautiful, smooth black leather. There is a little scratch right here. You just barely see it, but if it's there, I want to show you. I love these bags with these weighted medallions that just give it a little bit of, just a little bit of something. Love the strap. Now, technically, if you wanted to undo this knot and just let it go to the top on both sides, you could probably get a high-sitting crossbody out of it, but I just love it the way it is. The brand is Latisse. Tried to look it up, couldn't find anything. And the interior is all monogrammed as well, but I couldn't find anything out about it. It is clean as crazy inside. Nice zipper pocket. There's a little bit of not like a puffer bag at all, but there is a tiny bit of quilting. I can feel it. The bottom doesn't have a gusset, but it does have those darts that if you do put something in it that needs a bit of width, you're going to absolutely be able to do that. And I think it will sit beautifully. Now, there is a little bit of a scent. It's kind of a combination between like a leather smell and like nothing moldy, nothing musty. I am very sensitive to smells. I have a mold allergy, so I would not have anything that was moldy, but there is a little bit of a scent. Definitely a leather smell, but there's just a little something else, and I can't really put my finger on it. Just to let you know. Can I smell it from here? No. But some people are very, very nose sensitive. So I absolutely want to let you know that there is just a tiny little bit of a scent. But I love this bag. It is simple. It is stylish. It has enough points of interest to make it, just to make it worth carrying. I love it. I love the smooth leather as opposed to the pebbled leather. Every time I look at a bag now, I wonder what Tanner Leatherstein's scrape test would do. But I really do like it. It shows the grain underneath the leather. You can see that. I've listed it as an 80s bag. I think this brass tone is kind of telling me that it is 80s. And then this hang tag as well. Beautiful, beautiful little bag. So that is today's item. So first of all, I'm not sure if my .com peeps watch my videos, but if you do, thank you so much. I sold 4 bags last night. Now, one of which was from a previous Shop at the Shed episode, and I realized this. I had one customer, Sean, who bought 2 bags. So they got to take advantage of the free shipping portion. So your bags are, you can't see them the way the camera's angled. Your bags are, see that black? That's your package. It's all mailed, wrapped up and ready to go. And I got the notification of that just before I went to bed last night and I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I had an amazing visit with my new client this morning. We've had a rough couple of months, Pius and I think a lot of it is just maybe the season, not being out and about enough. I don't know what it was, but me personally, I mean, Pius has got his own issues as to why he's feeling a little bit down and out. But I just don't know whether it is a seasonal, like that sad thing, or I don't know what. But today is really the first day that I mean, I've been getting better, but today is just being a fantastic day. And I have you guys to thank for that. I so enjoy chatting with you every day. It is therapy for me. And some of you like the chitty chat story time, some of you don't. And I get that. I had somebody recently, I don't know if it was a troll or not. They're like, why do you talk about yourself? I didn't answer it. I erased the comment. But I talk about myself because I'm a talker. I would love to keep a journal for my new subscribers. The reason I do this predominantly started with my Etsy platform and people not reading the listings. So they were asking me questions to which the answer was in the listing. And, folks weren't taking the time to read the listing. They were asking me, sizing, strap drop, does it have a pocket? And I just thought, you know what? I am not interested in answering the same question twice. So I'm going to show it as a video. So I started back in the day showing 3 bags, and then I whittled it down to just 1 bag. And then we started with story time. And, like I said, if it's not your thing to hear about what's going on in my world and what's going on in my day, and, get the tips and tricks for bag care, leather care, I share with you who I'm watching on YouTube, who I think is going to give you some bang for your YouTube attention, then don't. And, and like I said, I'm not sure if it was somebody who was going to continue a disrespectful conversation, but that's a side of YouTube that I, touch wood, haven't had a lot of experience with. I had a troll a couple of years ago, and it really made me take a minute to want to kind of explore whether or not I wanted to put myself out there like that. But you know what? I'm not a private person at all. I just am not. And I don't care, what I do care what I share. Of course, there's things I can't share. And I need to respect, my family's privacy. The kids, they don't like that I mention them on my videos, but I said, suck it up, Buttercup. I'm proud of you. You're my kids. They would die if they knew I'd show their little baby picture the other day. But you know what? And I know Pius, he watches all my videos. And if I was getting into territory that he felt was, bordering on problematic, he would tell me. But, I just love it. I look forward to it. I could do videos all day long. And I'm actually trying to come up with some ideas. A bag a day for 365 days is one of the ones that I just want to make sure I can commit to that and deliver on that, because the last thing I want to do is to start something and then I don't finish it. I talk about things all the time and I don't necessarily start them, just because I'm not ready. But it has taken a long time to get this shop at the shed going. If you follow me regularly, you will know how long I've been talking about it. And I know myself, once I've done it a couple of times, then I think to myself, what was all that about? And I know you guys do out there as well. So I'm hoping that, in some way, that maybe I give you incentive, I give you encouragement, I give you, a pat on the back. I was just watching my Lost and Found vintage lady. I haven't watched her for a few weeks. And she was talking about profit margins and how much you have to mark things up these days to actually give yourself a paycheck. Now, I don't really do my finances down to that letter. I used to years ago, and then I kind of got away from it, but I need to go back. I know what my threshold is. I typically, unless it's something really special, like a vintage Roots or a vintage Coach, I will not pay more than $20 for a bag anywhere, whether it's on Marketplace, Value Village. My sweet spot is kind of $8 to $15, I would say. And then, you have to, there's expenses. I mean, as I think her name is Melanie or Michelle, I'm not sure, the lost and found lady. You have your cleaning supplies, your packing supplies, the time it takes you to go and find these things. These bags are getting really difficult to find just because of the amount of competition there is out there. I mean, I watch Gary Vaynerchuk, and I just watched a video of his this morning that how to make your first 100,000. And his message is, if you have a passion, he used snow globes as just a kind of wacky example. But he said, if you're a snow globe lover and you set up a podcast, you set up a YouTube channel, you set up a closed, a private Facebook group for all snow globe lovers, you connect with a snow globe factory and try and, go and see how they're made. And now he's talking more about monetization online and all. I am not interested in that. If I ever get to the place where I can monetize what I do on YouTube, great. But that is not my goal. I love to public speak. I love to speak in front of people. I just love to talk. So this to me is the most natural thing. And he talks about that is find what you're passionate about. If you're not a speaker, this isn't your channel. If you're a writer, then you do a blog. You do, I am not a writer at all. I'd like to think I am, but my written English is not brilliant. So find out what makes you tick. And I'm actually... This is what happens when you go to bed with your hair wet. Look at this. I'm actually thinking about doing some videos with some of my customers. So I have some local customers who have bought many bags from me, Lynn. And we did try and get this going before COVID hit. And then COVID hit and it was obviously out of the question. But I would love to visit and just show some of my customers' bag collections. I'm not sure how realistic that is. And I mean, even to the point of having like my, like Cynthia and Pauline in Toronto, maybe sending me a small video and I can post it. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if I don't know anything about that. But these are kind of the things that are kind of going through my head as the wheels are turning. Gary Vaynerchuk again talks about, he goes on a month-long vacation with his family every year. And he said, I am on the beach. I am laying in the chair, but my brain is going, and I am the very same. I'm very grateful that my husband does not get frustrated with me when, we could be sitting watching TV and just, having quiet time. And then all of a sudden I'll go, what I really think would be a good idea? And I mean, God bless him. He does not give me a hard time about that at all because my brain is always, always working. I'm an overthinker anyway, but being a small business owner and having that small business be your passion. And that's what Gary Vaynerchuk was saying is like, what is your passion? Is it, cars, engines, cooking? There's something that art, crafts, like there's something that you are. Actually, I'm going to get technical with you now. So as a recreational therapist, that is what recreational therapy is all about. It is using activities to measure quantifiable changes in your whatever. So it's called purple leisure. It's leisure that purple leisure is leisure that like skydiving and like extreme sports where, it's maybe not the safest of things to be doing, but it's called flow. So purple leisure is like extreme sport, like what my ex-husband used to do, unicycling. He did off-road unicycling. Like, I'm sorry, But our life insurance did not cover him if he, God forbid, had injured himself terminally going down an embankment on a unicycle. That is purple leisure. Flow is just leisure that you lose time. When I'm cleaning my bags, when I'm talking to you, I lose all sense of time. And then I look at my little timer and go, holy shit, it's 15 minutes already. So this is stuff that just is all in my world and it's all flying around. And I am blessed and lucky enough that I get to do it in a way that kind of makes it a job. I mean, my bags are not a job. My bags they're part of my family. But anyway, suffice it to say, it's just an amazing situation to be in where you can do something that you love and make some money at it. And as Gary Vee said, there's way more people out there making $60,000 to $100,000 a year doing something they absolutely love than, multimillionaires or physicians or surgeons or who kind of got bullied by their parents or bullied by society that they have to do a traditional job. You don't anymore. You really don't. And there's enough diversification in what people are into that you can make something out of nothing. There's somebody out there who likes what you like, believe me. And on that note, I will tell you, have a great weekend. I'm not sure where we're going to end up. I was looking up booking.com earlier today. I just feel like celebrating. I feel like going out and doing something a little other than sitting in here. But we always got to worry about this, the bottom line, right? If I tell Pius, let's go to the falls for the weekend, it'll be like, well, we could spend that money on a vacation because I told him recently we couldn't go on a vacation. So anyway, have a great weekend, everybody, and I will talk to you on Monday.